miracles, blue, white, red. Red's really a splash for the sideboard. Have 2 Mystic Sanctuaries, a bunch of basic lands. Basically built this after discussing some things with like white faces and other people that I trust. And you know, looks solid on paper. So figured I'd try it again, but you know, willing to admit that I'm not the best at this sort of thing a lot of the time. But, you know, science. There we go. Play points, yes. Yeah, I'm a scientist at heart. Playing against Moon Madness. I feel like I should just mulligan this hand, unfortunately. Alright, I'll mull. This is kind of bad. This is fine, I guess. I'm gonna put Entreat on the bottom, actually. Put in also 1 to 6 cards, actually. I didn't see that until now, but, you know, this is fine. For me personally, yeah, Goblin Lackey, I thought about it for a while, and I think Sanctuary makes Entreat a little bit more powerful. Because, like, then if it gets discarded in the early game or something like that, you can just rebuy it later, and it's pretty strong, I think. Bottom 2 lands easy. Well, I only mulligan to 6, so I'm not going to bottom 2 cards when I only have to bottom 1. I think the card I should bottom is literally Entreat the Angels. Kind of just want to force this. Is that crazy? All right, let's vote. Should I force it or not? All right. I think I'm gonna force it, pitching the Force of Negation. Gonna need to draw some card advantage, otherwise it's not gonna work out well though. A little bit hard to do with only 2 predicts in my deck. Maybe I should be playing more than 2, but I don't know. Okay, well, that's an okay draw. Let's see what they do. I'm playing 2 predicts instead because I only had 2 slots. If you wanted to dedicate 4 slots, you could play 4 AK. It's basically my take on the situation, Shotscape. If that makes sense. Interesting. Alright. Guess they're leaving up decay, really, is what's going on here. I don't actually love Counterbalance in this matchup, generally speaking. Huh. I could play super aggro and just judge their mocks. Maybe I should judge their mocks. Yeah, I think I'm going to judge the mocks. I'm going to put these two back. I'm going to redraw the plow. Don't think it's crazy. I think they're probably land light as well. I agree with that, Goblin Wacky. Yeah. Okay, so they're bogging me. Makes sense. All right, so this is complicated. The question is, how do I envision the next few turns playing out? I have a few options. I could play the counterbalance this turn and put plow underneath of it, which would lock out a 1. Or alternatively, I could leave the Jace on top. Or I could keep swords and shuffle away counterbalance and then fetch for sanctuary to put ponder back on top at end step. So I don't know. There's a lot of ways I could play this out. I don't know what is correct. I could counterbalance to eat their turn. Yeah, I think I am going to. I am going to do that, I think. Other thing is, I forget who pointed this out to me, but it's really hard for them to beat. I lost a lot of matches 1-2, Steve, if you want to watch it. I'll post the YouTube tonight after the stream. So right. I don't know why you would main phase this, but sub Dovesar, how you doing? Playing around Veil of Summer. That's kind of awkward. Wait, Dovesar, you know Steve? Steve is great. All right. If this is going to happen, now I'll fetch Sanctuary and put Ponder on top. So the reason I have to do it now is they're killing my third island for the Sanctuary anyways. guess. Really bad versus Cabal Therapy, but I think no one plays that anymore, so... I'm going to keep it, and I'm just going to cast Ponder, probably shuffling, then Entreat away next turn. I think having a second Plow is pretty valuable. Like, they Thoughtseized one of our Plows and bogged it already. Looking forward to siding in from the Ashes versus opponent. God, I hope not. That sounds horrible, HC Fox. I think I'm just going to shuffle. I think that's actually not good enough for a lot of reasons. That's a pretty good draw. It's certainly better than the other ones right there. Eureka Fit. God, I hope not. That sucks. Is it crazy to play Ambush Viper? I kind of think that's my best card. I put him to 13, it cuts off another card from Sylvan Library. I'm gonna do it. It looks weird, but I think I'm gonna do it because my hand's just 2 Plows, like, whatever. So they're gonna take a Plow, go to 15, I attack them down to 13. Right, exactly. Like, I think the 2-point increments actually matter a reasonable amount. It is Ambush Viper without Death Touch. Sucks. Maybe I shouldn't have cast Brainstorm there, but it felt like I needed to. Probably gonna lose to the Sylvan, but we're doing what we can, I guess. So interesting note, they played the Sylvan, then the Thoughtseize instead of Thoughtseize first. Oh, I should have hidden Plow on top. Ah, you're right. That was bad. Alright, so they paid for life. I have to give them 20 life, unfortunately, which is the bad part of this. I feel so dead. It's kind of unreal. Like, yeah, Path would be a little bit better here, I think. If you have the rotation, you have it. Kavar, is it? Kawar Kiz, thank you for the follow. Oh, I guess I'm dead. Sucks. I still stand by judging the mocks. Like, they had no resources in hand at that point. It was pretty clear. Well, Sajiri's Step was always good. Even in Standard, it was good because you could knight it up to protect your knights from removal. Goblin Lackey. So I think it's just been good for a reasonable amount of its lifetime as a card. I'm gonna side out Counterbalance. I think it's pretty awful, actually. Before you say things seem fine, you really should have an idea of an overall plan you want to execute with your sideboard, besides just saying things are fine. How did I learn that the hard way? I knew it was good and extended. Foresight extended, that is. I'm trying to remember, did I leave in Terminus in this matchup before, or was I shaving on them? So why do my Pyroblasts mismatch? It's kind of weird. Kind of debating the effectiveness of Terminus in this matchup is what I'm thinking about right now. I literally don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it. All right. I think I agree with you, but again, in the future, I'm not a fan of people just saying things with no like reasons given. I think it's not very helpful for anyone involved. But I do agree with the reasons you gave. Hope I draw a Ponder or a Brainstorm. Yes, I have. It's one of the things I find the most irritating about you. You just say things without giving reasons. That's fair, Pokemoki too. Well, that actually sounds horrendous, Stu, so you do you, fam. The problem with playing Volk or Island here is if I want to cast CJ, I would have to play this Tarn out. So I think I'm going to play the Tarn. That is true, Pokemoki, but if someone just gives the reason while they are explaining why they would do it, then it's like if they just do it all at once, right? It's better. Right. Don't think I really want to force this. I mean, obviously Jace is my best card, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna let it go. I think they'll take Jace or Force depending on their hand, but so I could blind predict naming Flooded Strand, but that's only 4 out of 52 to work. I think I'm just better off waiting for a cantrip. Sort of like that. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, so I'm going to put this strand on top. Note, I can crack this for black unless if they crop rotate. Shit. Did I stack Strand, Brainstorm? I think I fucked it. God damn it. I guess I'm going to predict away my Brainstorm instead. No, Strand's on the middle. I fucking blew it. God damn it. I don't want to predict away my From the Ashes, I think. I was supposed to put this Strand in the middle, but I fucked it. Oh. I'll carry on. Can't really do anything but carry on here. I could wait a turn. I think it's probably correct to wait a turn now that I've done this, unfortunately, but it is kind of saddening. Yeah, I could just draw and cast From the Ashes next turn. What's up, Eddie? I think I'm just gonna cast this and see what they do. Boom! Yo, Ed, depending on what time you stream, I might raid you with all of these. Yeah, tapping fetch for black is woke. Oh, 9 p.m. your time. Probably not raiding you then. They're probably staging my island. Yep. They probably only have 2 basics in their deck. But so they'll get it out, but they'll be like pretty far off from was I gonna say? Doing anything threatening. Could have gotten 2 planes, but I want to leave up the option of casting Predict. Even though it seems so unlikely that I'll cast it. Whoa, what the hell? So their basics, both of their basics are in hand? Wow, that's insane. I got very lucky. The deduction is 2 of their 5 cards are basics in hand. Yep, getting a third, that is true. Futoi Poparoi, thank you for the follow. And there's one of the basics. Here comes Basic Forest. Time to start snapping off Stone Rains. Probably not. I don't even know what you mean by that, Airmath. Armath. I think I'm just going to hardcast Force on this. It can't. I'm not going to cast Predict targeting them. That is not something I'm interested in. No, I think forcing it... I could do that. Oh, shit. Okay, this makes sense, I guess. So I forgot that that could happen. Whatever. This sort of ended not great, actually, but whatever. Like, they got a pretty good exchange rate there. So I'm probably going to put the Ponder back next turn because I really need to find stuff now. So the reason I didn't use the Strand to get Sanctuary the first time is I really wanted the second white for my CJs. That's why I didn't do it yet. But now I can start getting Sanctuaries to do things. I still have one more Volk left in my deck for another From the Ashes if necessary. It looks like that one will not be as good, really. So we're going to put Ponder on top. Don't think putting Forcible on top is very good either, all things considered. I think that's a shuffle. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So I can predict away one of the CJs if I want to. I'm probably going to end up doing that if I don't have to force a will anything. But if I have to force a will anything, I only missed Ren in 6 because the Rug Delver deck was clearly broken. I don't think I actually missed it, but whatever. I don't know what's going on this game. Okay, cool. Kill Sylvan Library at instant speed. Cost only 2. That was my reasoning. Shotscape. I think I'm just gonna quick them end step actually. I feel like their hand's probably just a bunch of decays and shit, if I had to guess. They might have veiled that they're gonna like cycle or something like that, but honestly, cycling a veil is not that scary. Alright, called it. Actually, I'm gonna take the veil. It was a weird decay. I think I would have just cast Veil if I were them, but... Alright, well... So I can snap predict on engineered explosives if I want to. I think I'm going to end up doing that. Yes, they'll get to decay my snap, but I don't really care about that. They didn't. The way they tapped, they couldn't. But you could just Veil instead of decaying. Like, I'm not sure. There's not a rush to decay there, right? Because you can just take 3 once, then decay it. I don't know. It seemed kind of weird, but obviously I don't know what they're thinking. I'm just going to main phase the predict because I want to get more information. Okay, so I can put Terminus back. I think I'm only left into Terminus. Maybe I should just leave in 0. I'm trying to remember what I used to do. So their hands rotation decay, unknown. It's kind of funny. So I'm gonna leave the Terminus on top for now. I guess I could go for the From the Ashes, right? I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'll have Snap. No, I won't have Snap Judgment, actually. Yo, Jabberwocky, thanks for the raid, man. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some Legacy Mystic Sanctuary Miracles. I don't think I'm going to go for it this turn. Thanks. See ya, bud. Yo, what's up, NASCAR father? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thanks for showing up. All right, so I can snap predict naming Terminus because I know my top card. I think I'm going to do that. I just don't think the Terminus is that good. Are they going to decay one of my Snapcasters? I know their hands abrupt decay crop rotation, so they could decay a Snapcaster. I don't know if that accomplishes a lot for them. Oh, I tapped my Strand. Okay, whatever, that's fine. I mean, I could force it. No, they have the rotation. I'm not allowed to force it. Never mind. Okay, it's fine. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, Entreat the Angels. That's pretty good, I think. I think that's going to lock it up. Sylvan Safekeeper. This was Ole Rade's invitational card. I think if you have 4 slots, AK becomes better, but if you only have 2 slots, Predict is better, obviously. It's just a matter of how you want to construct your deck. So if they've had this crap rotation in their hand the entire time, they've been playing around Plow the entire time, and I've just never had the Plow, which is kind of insane if you think about it. I think I'm only going to do it for 3 so I can leave up Counterspell plus Force. Plus they're at 10 anyways. Yeah, 3's still lethal. If they have an Abrupt Decay, they live another turn. But I think it's just safer to leave up double Counterspell. I have 1 Volcanic left in my deck, but interesting. Guess I'll Counterspell. They only have 4 minutes left. So I'm going to play defensively on the draw, especially since they have so little time left. I think now that they've seen, I'm gonna just completely dead their decays now. Maybe the Quick is still good because it blocks for a turn, and like I don't have to play it into their decay. I don't think Force of Negation is that good versus them is the real issue. Alright, I think I'm going to sideboard like this. Yeah, I guess it is, but... I think I'm just not going to worry about it. This hand is not givable. This is fine. I'll put the Entreat on the bottom. Hope to draw a cantrip really bad. Had it. It's not going well, unfortunately. Hope they don't have another Hex Mage or a stage. Fuck. Gonna take the Ponder, crack my fetch to get a Tundra, and Ponder off the Volk. I've thought about Borrower by myself. No one recommended it to me, and I decided not to do it. Nope. It's gonna be really sad if I lose with the time differentials. So here's the thing about Miracles. I think an effect like Into the Royal is not as valuable as it would be in other decks, because you already have catch-alls. Oh, that was frustrating. Opponent spends so much more time. No plows in sight. Whatever. 4 more matches to go. Guess I keep. Note, this is a Mystic Sanctuary in disguise, so... What's up, Doomwake? It's only probably because, like, I kind of have a lot of lands. If they just draw too many threats, I would probably die to Grixis Delver still, but it's like, whatever. Yeah, sort of. I mean, the reality is, you should just play whatever makes you happy, I think, because I think the percentage you gain by doing that is not that much. But I don't care that much about aesthetic, but IRL I do. Sorry. IRL I'll just play whatever. Interesting. I don't really want that to happen. I think I'll let it go. I'll just untap and plow it on my turn. Or, sorry, I'll plow it end step, actually. Jace would be absurd. No Jace. That's fine, though. Don't really want to play the Mentor here. Seems kind of shitty. Well, I think once you put Leovold in your deck, it's less likely they have days, but obviously they could have days. But obviously it's a relief that we did not get dazed right there. I wonder if I'm actually meant to play the Mentor still. Probably not, because like it's just going to die to some shit in their deck. Just play land go. Fuck. I wish I had played the Mentor. Whatever. I'm gonna force this. What's up, second path? Obviously, like, it looks kind of awkward, but I think I'm just forced to do it, pun intended. Analyzing their mana base, I think it's safe to get duels. So, I'm gonna do that. Alright, so I have a plan for next turn, and it looks kind of awkward, but my plan is to Sanctuary back the Counterspell and play Mentor next turn and have Counterspell up. Nah, I'm not forcing it. Oh, I guess I could have, but I think that's just crazy because they have so much untapped mana. The fuck? Yeah, I'll just get Plow on top, I guess. I don't know what's going on yet, but yeah, that's my plan. They only have 2 cards. Oh, are they gonna play another one? I should have actually let one to their end step. Okay. I thought they would have had something. That was like a weird time for them to fetch. Okay. So they're like 4-color control. So I'm siding in from the Ashes in this matchup, I think. We're gonna show them who the boss is of mana bases. Yeah, it does not look like they are respecting the card Wasteland. Alright, fine. I still have a Monk token. Well, that's fine. Fuck. Probably gonna lose this Arcanist now unless I draw something really good soon. I'm gonna Force of Negation that. Okay. They pitched a Force instead of just hardcasting the Force? The hell? I do not understand what's going on anymore. That was such a weird play. They chose not to shuffle, that's a bad sign. Probably dead. It's a little bit premature, Scoop, but I feel like I'm 100% dead. It's so hard for me to exit these situations. Alright. Well, okay. They did show... They did show Leovold, but I think Terminus is pretty awful versus them. So I can't cut Plow, you're right. So I'm not going to. And then I'm going to cut... No, I think Force of Will is too value, especially if my plan is to just go after their mana base. I think I could cut some Force of Negations, yeah. But I'm not going to cut Force of Will because of Leovold and Arcanist. Don't know yet. We'll find out. Gonna leave in Counterbalance because I think it's good. Like, it forces them to play awkwardly or whatever. I decided not to. Popa? Interesting question. I did think about that. I don't have a real thought on it yet. I'm just gonna leave them all on top. Yeah, go ahead with a deck list link. So I think Brazen Borrower is better in decks that don't have a lot of catch-alls. Like in a Delver deck, Brazen Borrower is super, super nice because you normally don't have like Into the Royal or something. That's an interesting looking deck, yeah. Wow, that is something, alright. He chose not to shuffle, huh? I think I'm gonna shuffle this one actually. Alright. From the ashes, just type exclamation card from the ashes in the chat and the bot will tell you what it is, Zach. I'm just gonna bottom both, I think. Want to look for... Well, so this covers Weevold but doesn't cover Arcanist. Maybe I should have kept the blast. That might have been a mistake. I don't know. Alright. I'm probably going to end up regretting that. Kind of hope they just tap out for Leovold on turn 3. Obviously, it would have been better if I'd kept the blast. I think that was an error not to do so. Yeah, I'm getting punished. think I'm just going to play this Snap in response and attack the Narset once. If they want to force my Snap, I'm okay with that. So note, I'm going to attack Narset, then first, then cast my thing. I could, but the problem is I won't have a red source after that, so I don't really want to. Let's see if you have it. Don't think so. Damn. They had Force of Negation, pitching, drown in the lock. I have 7 basics. I have 5 island, 2 plains. Yeah, I can't get that from the Ashes back, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna lose because I didn't keep that Pyroblast. Also, their deck looks like it's only built for blue mirrors. I'm not even joking, like... Okay, well... That was nice, I guess. I was hoping to cantrip into a blast. Sorry, Jace into a blast. That's why I tap like that. I agree, Tidal Disruption. It looks like our opponent's deck would fold to Delver so hard. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Also, I think opponent's deck can never beat Wasteland Lock from like lands or something. Okay, I think I'm gonna play Mentor. Well, I have 2 Brainstorms, so it's not going to steal a Mentor. Also, I'm attacking Oko down to 4. So it really just can't do it, period. think once you put Mystic Sanctuary in your deck, you need to play more lands. Moloku? No sale. No sale, Tarmagoofy. This is not 2004, or sorry, 2005, where you can put Moloku into your legacy decks. That one's worth forcing, I think. Is there opponents at 5? Radiant Fountain. Did they activate their Oko? They did not. They conceded, though. Also, it's very easy going to kill them through 8 life with Mystic Sanctuary plus Brainstorm. Okay. I think I like Clique a little bit more if they're going to try to nurse it as well. Counterbalance honestly does not seem that good versus them, but the problem is I think their mana curve's like kind of fucked. I think I'm just gonna cut the counterbalances because they seem unreliable. I could side out of Plains actually, but I do have 2 judgments, and I'm also planning on casting from the Ashes. So I kind of don't want to cut the Plains for that reason. I gave my opinion on Borrower. I think Borrower is better in more tempo-y decks. I think the information's pretty key. And if you like, okay, so here's the thing. How do I explain it? Okay, nice. Jace Plow. So I'll put the Plow on top, and then I'll have the option of drawing the second Plow or not, depending on what they do. Interesting. Tarmogoyf. Well, I'm going to send that farming. Sorry, I didn't complete my thought because I'm working out my play, but basically, Miracles has a lot of catch-alls. I don't think you need Borrower, but maybe Borrower is good. I don't know. Like, I know Borrower is good in general. The question is Into the Royal better than just like straight up Vindicate? That's sort of an oversimplification of what's actually going on. Alright, that's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna put 2 lands back and just kill it now. I mean, you have Council's Judgment, but the problem with Borrower is they just your deck is so slow that they just recast it again next turn. Oh yeah, I should have kept Strand. You're right. The reason not to keep Strand is if you think your opponent's gonna like maniacal surgical your strands, but I think that is very unlikely to happen. Hoping it's just a Leovold. Alright, and then I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, nice. Alright, I'm just gonna cast this. I think it's a mistake not to cast it this turn. Or cast from the ashes, rather. Probably like one or two, but the thing is it cuts off all of their colors. So I think this is actually really good for me. Apparently the answer is 1. So I'm going to snap Ponder, not because it will draw me cards, but because I need to just set up stuff versus the Narset. I think I'm going to just shuffle that. Don't want to draw those. Hooray! Alright, now I'm going to snap Brainstorm. They didn't use Drown in the Luck to just kill this? Okay, whatever. Sort of bizarre. God, I fucking hate Plow in these matchups, but... Guess I shouldn't complain too much because they only have 2 lands. And I have 5. I feel bad things happening to me soon. Could have possibly just untapped. It's kind of frustrating. Not like this. I should leave up both planes. I still have 2 CJs in my deck. Yo, what's up, Ferrando? I'm getting ranched. This was a disappointing game. But I definitely could have made other decisions. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I didn't think the game would play out this way. But, I mean, I'm not dead yet. I'm just not in great shape. Counterspelling that seems really not good if I were them. It's really, really hard to kill Oko. Need to save Plow for Leovold. Because I don't want to cast the Ponder until I play the fetch anyways, I think. Because Mountain's horrendous once you put Mystic Sanctuary in your deck. Alright, I guess I need to plow one of them now, otherwise the clock, it'll literally be a 2-turn clock. Great. I guess that actually is kind of okay, to be fair. Casting it now to see if I have to attack it or not. If all my stuff gets countered like this, then I'm gonna have to attack it again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Oko is just an enormous mistake by any metric. So a few things to note. I'm not going to claim I played perfectly because I obviously didn't. But I also think I didn't draw great this match either. Alright, I'll play one more match. But that was really, really, really disappointing. I guess I keep. HC Fox, the card you're thinking of is Fry in Standard. I am pretty sure that Wolf Pack actually does kill any elk. If you look up Wolf Pack, Wicked Wolf has killed many elks. That is a good point. This looks like some deck where I really need to get Mentor. Fuck. Can someone check if CBL is working for them? Yes, I am playing 22 lands. Okay, cool. Your joke isn't funny, Anurag. I'm so dead. Maybe I can draw Brainstorm off the top. Okay, that's a start, I guess. Nice. Can Brainstorm put both Terminuses back into the deck, essentially miracle one of them on my turn? I'll take a big hit, but that's fine. 9, 12, so I'll go to 5. So if they have a second Smasher and I don't draw a Plow, I'll die. Oh, I do have Force on top. see. Actually, I'm going to put Entreat Terminus back on top. Yeah, and keep the other Terminus in hand. Miracle the Terminus, then I'll have the option of brainstorming the second Terminus back. Exactly, yep. I got you, fam. I was trying to read that person's Chinese. Oh my god, that's so smart. Fuck. Oh, yeah, actually this is fine. Never mind. Whoops. That is actually really smart of them, though. Captain Oatcake. No, I have to brainstorm now. Okay, Force of Negation Terminus. Then I can predict away the Force of Negation too, which is nice. Oh, I could have stacked it the other order. Wait, no. Actually, this is fine. Never mind. I'm not going to overthink it, but I could have miracled it on their turn to play around another Smasher. Oh, should have predicted in response. Predict in response. Yeah, probably was supposed to predict in response. Just gonna get another Tundra. I'm already exposed to Wasteland as it is. Okay. Well, I have a lot of gas in my hand. How do I want to play this? Oh, you tricked me. You tricked me. Alright, yeah. It's fine. I'll figure it out. They have 3 cards in their hand. I'm scared of exactly Cavern of Souls, and I hope that doesn't happen to me, but it's whatever. I think fetching is still fine, actually. Yeah, I figured out what you were talking about. Sort of. I drew another Flooded Strand. I guess that one's fine, actually. Probably just gonna untap play Jace. That one is less fine. Where the hell are all my plows? Alright, well, that's a plow. Could plow that, put it back on top. Oh, I could just sanction. Okay. I'm missing a lot of stuff, but that's okay. You're right. Could sanctuary back. I have 4 islands. It doesn't check on basic island, it's any island. Could trying to think of what the safest thing to do is. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And then I can play the Jace as well. I can predict away the Flooded Strand. I don't really want it because I'm kind of at a low life as well, so... Alright, my opponent conceded. Yeah, this is pretty safe. If they had Cavern Smasher, I would die, but whatever, that's fine. This is dog shit. Don't love Force of Negation either. Don't want... These are like maybes for me. Counterspell's not great either, I guess. The question is, do I expect Chalice of the Void? I guess I probably do. Yeah. What else can I cut? Trimmer Preordain. Checks out. I guess I like unhappily keep this hand, but it's not like the most insane really. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel about this hand. Yeah, I think it's exactly okay, right? Because opponent's on 6 cards, but just waiting for the hammer to fall where I get nut drawn by the London Mole. Waylon of the Void, okay. Don't think I would do that if I were them. Yeah, it's a mole to 5. Like, thing is, I don't think that's how they win these games, really. Chalice on 1. X equals 4. I don't think they're about to helm me. I would bet against that. Yeah, I think I can take a blind draw. Ding. Fries are done. Yeah, I decided that I agreed with you, and then we got paid off. Walker noobs. We are Team Walker noobs. Now if they play a creature, I'll probably plow it. Actually, I'll just Judgment that one, I think, so I don't have to discard a card. Now Mystic Sanctuary is like the worst card in our deck by a lot. It's kind of crazy. A, it's like a tap land, and B, it does literally nothing. Except for tap for blue. Okay. I think I'm gonna probably discard the explosives, but You could make a case for Terminus as well. What the fuck? Alright, I guess I let that resolve. And I predict my opponent naming Thoughtnuts here. Nope, it was a ley line. If I hit a Terminus right there, it would have been so broken. I guess I might have to keep this explosives now. Explosives covers me from... So I have 1 CJ left versus 2 Terminus, so I'm probably supposed to play for the Terminus or Plow, which means I should do it on their turn. This was a disappointing game. Whoops, Ponder and Preordain. Oh, I guess I could have done it now. Yeah, actually that was a punt then. Alright. Not. Oh! No, you told me to do it on my turn. No! Oh, my everything. Oh. God damn it. I'm so dead. Jace! Fuck. God damn it. The swings are real. Oh, that's okay. They drew so many smashers. They did draw the Thoughtnuts here between the predicts. I don't think we're going to change anything. I think this is like a pretty optimal configuration. Do I fucking keep this hand? Well, Ryan 6 is already banned, so... But why would we ban Rampart Smasher white faces? Okay, seriously, should I keep this hand? Callum? I suspect I'm gonna keep and lose. This hand is not insane. Like, I think this hand is exactly okay. Yeah, I think depths is fine. Opponent went to 6 and led with a ley line, so... Okay, well, I guess I have a plan for turn 4, but it's kind of unexciting. Problem is I have no removal. Damn it. Yeah, hope we stay alive. Like, they did go to 5 cards effectively because this win, like, is not doing anything, but obviously we could still die. Was it very good last game? I guess. By the way, I saw 1 waste in game 1. They might have more, but c'est la vie, right? I acknowledge most things in this chat, actually, so please don't speak for me, man. They have 2 wastes. Unfortunate. I think I'm gonna lose. Maybe not. It depends on what happens. They played Once Upon a Time off Spirit Guide. This looks like the Orm 6750 list, right? Orm 67 had 2 wastes as well. I have Vugan. So the options are block each. Then they're left with the 3/2 2/1M at 9, so it's a 2-turn clock. Other option is chump here. I take 3, but then they can attack with all. If I don't draw anything, then I would die. But if I draw cantrips, it's so much better to keep the Mentor around, so it's probably the best equity to block like this, right? So that's the reasoning for chumping. I think the only reasonable plays are chump. That's also true, yeah. Okay. So for those reasons, I'm going to do this. Not great. Guess I have to block now. I only have 10 cantrips and we cited out 1, but I still have to predict. So you're sort of right, I guess. Ponder was a shuffle? Okay. That might have been better, yeah. Probably gonna lose now, actually. Like, I don't have much going on. I draw... I have to draw Tundra to cast this for 2. Tundra! Tundra! Fuck! Alright. I think I'm done for the night. 2-3 into 0-3, not great. Don't think my builds were particularly good, but I wanted to do science, so that happens. But I'll be back next Monday to stream other decks. We have a donation deck for DETH. Lord knows that that's like a weird enough name. Also happens to the worst of us, right? Let's see. I'm going to open a few more chests for everyone in the chat. I'll open 3 chests for the loyal viewers. Open all incoming. Alright. Ooh, a Shaman Forgotten Ways and a Vivian's Invocation. 5 play points. My client is lagging. I have been known to sell tickets from time to time, if you want to message me on Facebook. Another chest. Elvish Champion and Stormscale Anarch. I remember this one from Disenchant. And last one, Boon Reflection and Shivan Dragon. I think this one's like worth a bunch IRL because of the doubling life gain effect. Actually, I'll check. Maybe it is randomly still worth something on Magic Online. I doubt it, but it could be. Yes, they did throw stuff at a massive dartboard. I'm gonna see who else is streaming and paying it forward. But thanks for hanging out. I'll be back on Monday to stream more Legacy, so show up then. Let's see. Alright. I guess the Legacy Pit is streaming Legacy, so I'll send it paid forward. See y'all on Monday.
Basics to beat 3 wastelands in a row. my hand was Delver, Force, Ponder, Wasteland, Bloodstain. I was like, you were going to pitch it until I told you don't against this deck. What? You were going to pitch it. You said this game's